another Bowen classic statue here, Ray.
Yes, that's right. This time we're looking at Cable. Now, he first appeared as an infant in Uncanny X-Men number 201. His adult identity of Cable, on the other hand, which was created by writer Louise Simonson and artist co-writer Rob Liefeld, first appeared in The New Mutants number 87. Born in the present, raised in the future, the cybernetic mutant Nathan Summers is best known as Cable, the former leader of X-Force and protector of Hope. He is the only son of Scott Summers, Cyclops, and Madeline Pryor. Now, based on his original appearance in the pages of New Mutants and X-Force, this Cable classic statue is sculpted by the Kucharek brothers and stands 12 inches tall. Armed with his trademark heavy weaponry, Cable is definitely the mutant you want on your side in a firefight. Now, there's actually another version of this statue that was released at the same time. It's the Bowen website exclusive, and it depicts Cable more stripped down without the armor and the extra holstering, and he's wearing a pair of boots that are a little bit more streamlined. In fact, the statue itself, the character, looks a lot more live. I prefer this statue that we have here, the geared up version. It's just something a bit more warlike, more last stand, and that sort of pops to mind when I think of Cable, the character. There is something I don't like about either statue, and that is the face. Now, there's plenty of detail. There's the scarring around the eye from the technovirus and him gritting his teeth as he's firing rounds into his enemies, and I also like his fixed stare as well, but look, I don't have a problem with any of that, but it's just that I think he looks too youthful.
I agree, I would have liked a little bit more age, a little bit more ruggedness in that face, but overall I don't think it really detracts from the piece.
Yeah, okay, I agree. Let's focus on the base. Now, I like the detail in the base, though I'm just not sure what it's supposed to be, other than just general wreckage. The reason why I mention this is because Bowen have already released a Cable retro statue in the past, and even though you'd be hard pressed to find one now, you'd be able to look at it for sure on the interwebs, but it depicts a Cable standing atop a decapitated Sentinel. Now, that to me is a base. It's telling a story, and I think we're living in a day and age whereby we can start to expect a little bit more from our artists, and unless they're doing a museum pose, and by that I mean a depiction of a character in their neutral or their most iconic position or pose on a flat base, then I want them to really set the scene, isolate that particular moment of a comic or cartoon, and really be specific with the story that they're trying to convey. Now, with that in mind, let's take a second look at Cable Classic. So here we have our hero amidst the rubble, fending off his foe, and he's certainly armored up, holding two weapons, one in each hand, and they're huge, and also he's got another one holstered on his back, and also a sidearm at his thigh, which looks awesome. And you can also see his vest is lined with a string of grenades and extra ammo. The Kucharek brothers have made so many wonderful statues over the years, and busts, and the detail in this one is no less commendable.
Yeah, the detail of the weaponry and the leathery look of his armor and his boots is really impressive. Coupled with the areas that reveal muscle in his legs and torso, it makes for quite a heroic pose. It's stoic, it's commanding, and it's aggressive.
And I think he would make a great companion piece to the Deadpool Bowen action statue. Not only do they have a similar pose, but some of you may well recall him teaming up with Deadpool after his solo series had ended. And there's also a Bowen Bishop statue on the way as well, which I think will complement Cable very nicely.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, so what's your verdict overall, Sonia?
Overall, I like him. We mentioned the detail, but I think it needs mentioning again. Just on the vest, on the boots, it's just so intricate, and the paintwork on this is really, really well done.
It's not too bold.
It's not. It's kind of dirty. It's kind of gritty. It works for Cable. For me, though, I don't think he kind of encapsulates the sacrifice that Cable made in Second Coming, or the father figure that he is to Hope. Yeah,
it's that extra dimension. He seems to be.
Yeah, he's missing something.
I think Cable is bigger than what this statue is representing.
Yeah, there's a certain level of emotion that I think is lacking, and because of that kind of something not quite right, I'm going to give him a borrow. Yeah,
look, I happen to agree. There's not a lot of Cable statues on the market, and you won't find him on the sculpting block too often either. So for those die-hard fans, I would definitely consider buying this because it is excellently executed. And I like Cable, I like his story, but it's just the fact that even though there's very few faults about this statue, I just think that I've seen more commanding pieces from Bowen and the Kucherek brothers, and so therefore I just have to knock it down to a borrow as well.
Yeah, so I would really like a hope statue.
That would be cool. I want to be born in the present and raised in the future.
Yeah, but...
Like Cable.
Yeah, but who would bring you up?
Well, I would. Telepathically.
Okay, so you would bring up the you of your future's youth. What?
What?
You're not Cable, Ray.